So Pulp Fiction is a hyperlink film, meaning it has three different stories that are interlinked to each other. It also jumps back and forth between, it doesn't follow a linear pattern. It doesn't follow a linear plot structure. This was completely new to me. The dark humor in the film, there are so many great examples of that. Hilarious. You laugh at it and the next moment you just catch yourself being horrified at the fact that you're laughing at it. That kind of humor, which has become one of my favorite kinds of humor since watching the film. It just completely expanded my view of what cinema could be. I hadn't seen anything like that when I saw that. I think it's been like 7-8 years since I've seen the film, and it's just awesome, man. Just everything about the film is awesome. Certain things that stand out to me the most: one, Tarantino's vision and confidence in his direction. For example, there's a scene where John Travolta's character and Samuel L. Jackson's character have a conversation that goes on for very long. Single take, I believe, without any cuts. To have the confidence to go with that and make those choices that are a bit risky, I think that takes a lot of guts. There are a lot of shots in the movie that go on for a really long time. So to be a new director and to have that confidence to do that, I think is fantastic. And also the dialogue of the film. If Quentin Tarantino is known for one thing, it's for writing phenomenal dialogue. He can write a scene about two guys just reading off a grocery list and it would still be fascinating to watch because his dialogue is just so good. Fantastic. The soundtrack of the film is also completely iconic. I don't think there is any music composer specifically for the film. Tarantino just used some of his favorite songs or pieces of music. I really love it when directors do that, when they use music that they've already known and been familiar with and combine them with new material. It just gives it a completely new feeling. If there's one aspect of the film that I think is a bit underrated, it's probably Samuel L. Jackson's performance and John Travolta's performance. So yeah, I can go on and on about the film, but I would totally recommend the film to anyone who hasn't watched it. It's phenomenal and definitely one of my favorite movies of all time. This is a movie that I watched when it came out on the first day first show. You guys aren't familiar with the first day first show thing. Star actors like Vijay, Ajit, Mahesh Babu, all these people, they have their own fan clubs, right? They have a special show for fans where you can just go there and just be part of the crowd and enjoy it as a fan of a particular star. It's not like a normal show because the crowd is madness, complete madness. They treat their favorite star like a god. Palabhishekam, banners, cutout. When the songs come on, we just dance. One of the best theatrical experiences I've ever had. If you haven't watched the first day first show, you haven't watched a movie in a theater. You have no idea what watching a movie even is. I'm sorry. Theater was just completely packed. It was overloaded beyond the seat capacity, and a lot of people were sitting in front of the screen and looking backwards like this for the entire film. They were just waiting for the songs to come on so that they can just dance. Movie itself is really good. It's a masala film basically, but it also talks about farmer suicides, which was a really huge problem at that time when it came out. Still happens, but at that particular time, poor farmers like taking on loans and being unable to pay them back because of loss and committing suicide, things like that. It talks about that. It goes really deep into that. It also has the masala elements: heroism, romance, comedy, songs and dances, action scenes, hero versus villain, cat and mouse game, all that stuff. So it blends all those elements in. There's a very good job at that. If you like masala films, you'd really love that. Especially the coin fight scene. I don't want to give it away, but there's a coin fight scene in the film. I mean, the roars at the theater, I couldn't hear myself. I mean, it was just, my ears were ringing for like 5 minutes after that. Crowd was just, madness, complete madness. And another film I want to talk about, Thai film called Bad Genius. The movie is about a group of students who come up with a clever plan to cheat in exams and turn it into a sort of a industry or a club basically. You pay them money and they'll help you cheat in the exam, and the plan they come up with is really ingenious and clever. It's kind of like a heist movie where the heist is stealing marks basically, and it's phenomenal. It's very cleverly written. Performances are really good. The directing is fantastic, especially the way it's edited, and everything is just perfectly timed. There are so many scenes that are just like perfect. The way they're shot, acted, everything is just perfect. And yeah, it just blew my mind away completely. So it's been one of my favorite movies ever since then. So these are some of my favorite movies. I have so many favorite movies, as I already said. I'll talk about them in the next episode.